and I don't know what's going on. Still figuring it out. Good morning, welcome to another video. It's Thursday today, so it's an office day, and I thought I would bring you along with me. So I've gotten up, it's 7:15. I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast and my cup of tea while reading, what's the first one called? The House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas, the first book of the Crescent series. So I am 104 pages in, 14%. And I'm finding it hard to read a lot right now because there's just a lot going on. I have a lot of hobbies and a lot of time that needs my time, a lot of things that need my time, and it's really hard to juggle and it's hard to prioritize. Anyway, listen, it's just a pity that we only have one life in which to get all the things done, but I will get to them when I get to them. For now, all I think about is I'm going to the office today, and then my friend Jess is coming over to my house after work for a little catch up. She used to work with me and she moved, how long ago did she move? 6 months ago? Maybe a little bit more. I really, really miss her. I mean, we see each other obviously every so often, but I don't think we've had a one-on-one hangout since she moved. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now, thankfully, I woke up with a bit of a vision. So let's see if this works. My mum gave me this jacket over Christmas, and I just think it doesn't get better than this. Okay, I need to fix my hair and makeup, but I feel like this is cute. I like it. I'm about to do my makeup, but I thought I would chat to you about Crescent City, because obviously I'm 100 pages into the first book. So I actually started it over Christmas when I first got my Kindle, but then when I came back, I really wanted to read the last Harry Potter book because I was on the last one, and I was planning on seeing the Cursed Child play the day after my birthday, which was last weekend. So I decided to power through Harry Potter and then come back to Crescent City. And here, you know what's funny is I'm genuinely really enjoying it, and I'm in the story a bit, but also at the same time have no idea what's going on. I'm in it, but also in a very real sense I'm not in it at all, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know who anyone is. I have never read a book with so many people's names, places names, groups names, different types of political powers, different locations that have their own rulers, different types of powers, different types of creatures. It is so confusing, but I think I've realized that the way for me to enjoy this book is to just accept that and let it go. Just be aware that you're not going to understand what's happening and just keep reading. So whenever I'm normally when I'm reading books, if I come across a term I don't remember or a name or something I don't recognize, I then spend a few seconds, a few minutes trying to figure it out. I'm not doing that with this book. I'm just letting it wash over me. So because of that, I'm actually quite enjoying it. And I do have a better gist as time goes on, but my God, what a world she's building. I mean, it is very different to ACOTAR, which obviously I've read. Obviously. Yeah, and the reason why I went with Crescent City first before reading Throne of Glass, because I do really want to read Throne of Glass, Throne, and my sister, that's her favorite series ever, is because, well, one, it appeals to me that there's only 3 books so far, even though they are enormous. But also, I heard there's a bit of a crossover between ACOTAR and Crescent City, and after I finished ACOTAR, I felt such a quiet and a loss in my life, and I needed to know more. So I thought reading Crescent City would give me that, except it's going to take me a very long time to get to the point where they cross over. I think it's in the 3rd book, so we'll see. It is kind of fun to have like technology in the world and it be like present day or future, I guess, I don't know. That is quite fun. I thought I wouldn't like it, but I'm actually quite enjoying it. It is really fun to sink your teeth into a new world, you know? When I was growing up, I used to think that I didn't like fantasy books. I don't know why I thought that, but ever since reading ACOTAR and discovering the joy and the fun of it, I then read Harry Potter, obviously, and now I'm in Crescent City, and it is just a lot of fun to like escape into a world. I've always loved reading, but it took me a long time to get through books, and I would sometimes get stuck. And I've realized that I can't always read books that sound interesting to me, because lots of things sound interesting to me. But when it comes to actually reading, I need pure entertainment and fun. Like, well, not necessarily, because sometimes I like a really good story, like Demon Copperhead, entertainment and fun, not really. But I need something like gripping and kind of funny. Demon Copperhead was funny. I don't know, like I'm not reading to learn, is what I've realized. I'm not reading to learn. That is for audiobooks and documentaries. And I love that. I love learning. So I love documentaries and audiobooks, but everything has its place. And I can't learn while I read. It has to be pure enjoyment. So fantasy is perfect. It's just pure enjoyment and fun and thrill. I am running a teensy bit late. Ugh. And I'm not sure about this t-shirt. I'm wondering if I should be in a shirt underneath this. But I don't have a lot of time to be rethinking this. So I'm sort of tempted to just go in the t-shirt and hope for the best. Also, my hair is kind of driving me a bit crazy because my hair grows really fast. And so it's already too long, in my opinion. And also, I think I've spoken about this before, when I got my hair cut in Spain, it was wonky. And I knew it. And I don't think people can really notice it, but I can notice it. That the front bits are longer than the back. I have a slight Rihanna cut. And that's not really what I wanted. No shade to Rihanna. So, this is a bit annoying me, but whatever. Just need to accept it and start my day. Is this cute? I feel like it could definitely be cuter, but I need to go, so we might just be stuck with it. I'm gonna walk to the office. I have been listening to a podcast called, I'm gonna have to put the name here. And it's a history podcast, but more about like dark history and mysteries and like the occult and all that stuff. So I am really enjoying it. I've listened to episodes on witchcraft. I've listened to episodes on the Great London Fire from 1666. That episode was really good. I think I've just started the Sweeney Todd one yesterday that I only got about 5 minutes into it. So I'm looking forward to learning more about Sweeney Todd, or at least the like inspiration for Sweeney Todd, because I know he wasn't a real person. But everything that was happening culturally that led to Sweeney Todd. I just went over London Bridge, and obviously Tower of London is to one side of me and the Globe is to the other side of me, and it totally got me thinking about Hamlet. I do spend a lot of time in London thinking about the historical places that I'm in, because I walk over London Bridge so often and I look over the Thames and I'm like, oh my god, Anne Boleyn was like brought in from the Thames, on the Thames, into Tower of London to be executed. I mean, one of like thousands of major historical events happening around here. I hope you can hear me because there's banging going on. And yeah, with Hamlet, it just got me thinking about it. I loved that movie and I loved that book. And in the book, there's a scene where Agnes goes to the Globe, obviously, and she walks over London Bridge. And that's when I realized that people used to live on London Bridge. I didn't know that before. And she describes walking over it and all the houses and the overhanging buildings and the beheaded heads at each end on spikes. Anyway, that was in the movie. which, like, fair enough, they had more important things to show. It's just such a magic of London to be in the places that things happened. Obviously this particular story is probably fiction, but still, it's just amazing. So I'm just feeling that like gratitude and also that like spark in me of knowing that. Just left the office and I'm going to start my walk home. Oh, what a day. I didn't actually film that much, so I hope you got a good glimpse, but yeah, I have a bit of a headache now. It was a very busy day, a lot of people in the office, a lot of meetings, and I'm just looking forward to going home and making some dinner. I have to pick up potatoes on the way home. And also, very sadly, Jess can't make it. She has had such a long week at work, so she just said she needs rest. So it's gonna be me this evening with Kieran watching the traders and catching up with chores. I've left the office feeling a little bit defeated. I haven't had the most like straightforward career trajectory since leaving college, and to be fair, or since leaving university, and to be fair, it's only been 4 years so it's fine, but it's been quite windy, and that doesn't really bother me because I'm figuring it out, but I don't know, I think it's because a lot of the people around me seems to have found the thing they want to do and has like grown within that and has been promoted and has just moved upwards, and I haven't because I've made shifts and I'm still sort of making shifts, and yeah, I don't know, it's tricky. I know that I'm still quite young, and that, you know, it's all relative and other people are not in that place, but I don't know, there are moments where I find it a bit more stressful and difficult to remember that, and this is just one of those moments. But I did pass a church just a little while ago, and there was a pastor outside, and she was offering candles to light, and I'm not particularly religious, so I said no, but it did make me think that maybe I need to just get home, light one of my own candles, you know, open up a window and send a wish out to the world, to the universe. So that's what I'm gonna do when I get home while I make my dinner, is do a little manifestation, wish, prayer, whatever you want to call it.